Hi everybody, back again with a few erging tips to keep you safe and strong. And today I'm going to use a soccer ball. You could use anything that's squishy and about 4 to 6 inches wide. A yoga block will do as well. So we can work on core. And what I mean by core is abdominal core, but deep abdominal core that you're going to feel by taking the soccer ball and squeezing it between your thighs when you come to the finish. So we'll take the oar handle and try a few strokes, just squeezing the inner legs together to the soccer ball at the end of each stroke. Give it a try, and you want to try and squeeze the soccer ball as you squeeze off the stroke so that your oar handle ends up right at your high waist as your legs flat. Try to time that squeeze of the legs with the squeeze on the oar handle to complete the stroke. Then do it without the ball so that you can replicate the sensation. So in terms of the other core I want to talk about, which is the thoracic core, a lot of rowers end up with a kyphosis in their upper back from hanging almost like a chimpanzee on the oar handle. We're trying to avoid that for various reasons. One, so that you don't get injured, but also so that you can finish off the stroke strong, using the muscles in the back of the body and the shoulder blades right here at the end of the stroke. So what I'm going to suggest you do is just take your soccer ball, find your end point, and squeeze that soccer ball as you lift the chest. And you can squeeze and release just to feel the pecs, feel the anterior serratus muscles, and then you can travel forward, squeezing that ball at various points in the recovery, and feel, if you were to pause, how strong the integration of the upper body and the lower body is. Now we can take this to the ground and do a little groundwork, which is fairly common if you do Pilates or go to the gym. And we'll take the first core exercise on our back, squeezing that ball once again between the legs. You can keep your knees bent if you want, if it's easier. Hands behind the head, inhale. Exhale, just squeeze that ball and float the head up a few inches. You can repeat, and those that have the flexibility can straighten the legs entirely, squeezing that ball as you come up. You can also do this seated. So if you take the ball between the legs here, like you're sitting in a boat, and reach forward, squeezing that ball, and then straightening the legs like you're taking a stroke. Now switch and use the ball for your T-spine, taking it forward, and as you straighten the legs, leaning back, squeeze. Now you have a sense of the retraction of the backs of the legs, engaging the psoas, and keeping the structure of the arms. Finally, if you want extra credit, lean back, float your legs up, and cross your ankles. And then you can do some sculler sit-ups, where the abdominal core and the thoracic core have to remain intact. Lastly, for those that want the total picture, float the straight legs up, lift the chest, and find your yoga bow pose. Thanks very much. Hopefully that's helpful.